In today's video, I'm going to be talking about setting a rewards and creative consequences system as an additional tool in your journey towards dealing with food addiction and binge eating, and I'm starting right now. My name is Gregory Groves, and if this is your first time visiting my channel and you would like to learn more on how to deal with the emotional issues associated with weight loss, food addiction, binge eating, emotional eating, stress eating, subscribe right now, hit that bell notification so you never miss a future video. So thank you for joining me here today. Today I will be talking about how to set a rewards and creative consequences system. And this is actually a section from my book, Be Your Own Weight Loss Coach, the second edition. I will put a link in the description for you below. But let's talk about how you go about doing this. First, let's keep it simple. Track all of your small successes and goals on a weekly basis and celebrate them. Simple, right? But let's get a little bit deeper than that. What you want to do, you want to take the time to give yourself a bit of a pat on the back. You've earned it. This is a great motivational tool that can be very crucial in keeping you going forward, especially during those times when you feel your motivation is waning at all. Just remember that if you do fail to hit a weekly goal, that's okay. This does not mean you have failed. Just simply carry it over to the following week if that's possible, or just reset it on a different week. Just give yourself more time if you feel you need it. Now that you've accomplished your first small goal, it's time to reward yourself. Set up a reward system that will work best for you. So what is that reward system? The reward has to be motivational, but it has to be realistic. An unrealistic reward would be if you, let's say, lost a pound in a week, then you allowed yourself to have a full day of binge eating. You go out on a full binge. This is counterproductive, obviously, as it's very easy to gain back a pound or two during a full day of cheating on your nutrition. So that would be a very bad example. Another example would be if you managed to get to the gym 5 days this week, if that was your goal, and your reward would be to buy a new car. For most of us, this is just not realistic. You're not going to buy yourself something extravagant like a new car. So instead, how about a night out at the movies or going to a concert? Maybe you can buy those new jeans that you've been eyeballing, or that new shirt, that new jacket, those new pairs of shoes, whatever. Maybe you can go on that camping trip that you've wanted to take for a while now. That would be a little bit more realistic than maybe planning a trip to Italy. So you see where I'm going with this. But it really doesn't matter what your rewards are, as long as they're appropriate, realistic, and they're all things that motivate you. The reward system also has to align with your goals as well as your values, so keep that in mind. Another great motivational tool to help keep you on the right track is by incorporating a creative consequences system. So this is kind of like the flip side of that coin. It's basically the exact opposite. You do this the same way you do a reward system. You create a consequences system that you will use when you don't hit a specific goal or back out of it in a certain amount of time. Again, this has to be realistic and it cannot be demotivating. That is the key point here. So that example would be if you lost a pound in a specific, or you didn't lose a pound in a specific week, you give up eating your dinner for a week. That would be a very bad choice. Don't go to that extreme. A positive example would be instead maybe investing a certain amount of money into a charity that you normally wouldn't support. Just don't get too extreme here though, as this can kill your motivation, which again is very counterproductive. So you got to find that common ground. Again, make sure to assign appropriate creative consequences to each specific goal, and these creative consequences do have to be motivating. They cannot be demotivating. Okay, so here's an exercise you can use to help create a rewards and creative consequences system. It's not that difficult. First thing you do is you just simply make a list of your top goals that you want to achieve in let's say 3 years, 1 to 3 years. Make a list of your top 4 goals from your 1 and 3 year list. Then take some time to break them down into smaller goals that will lead you to that larger goal. You don't want to concentrate on that larger goal. You want to break it down so it's less overwhelming. So now you start writing out some rewards on the other side of the page. So hopefully you wrote those goals down. On the opposite side of the page, or on a separate sheet of paper if that works for you, just write down as many rewards as you can think of. Don't worry about matching them up just yet. We'll get there. On the right side, write out some creative consequences. Again, don't worry about matching them up just yet. Now, start matching them up. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take the reward system and the creative consequence, and you're going to match it to each specific goal. So you take that goal, here's your goal, and then you have your reward system, and then you have your consequences system. Okay, so you want to work it out the way that I explained earlier in the video, and you want to make sure you use it. So if you are going to create this, there's no point on creating it, tucking it off away somewhere and just forgetting about it, or saying, you know what, I'm new to this new rewards and creative consequences system, and you know what, I'm gonna put it on the shelf until next week. No, do it right now. All you have is right now, so start right now. Make sure you use it. Here's a challenge for you. Just to make sure you use it, I'm going to challenge you to leave a comment after a day letting me know how this is going for you. So after a day, you've probably just set it up and you're just starting to get into it. So set it up, leave a comment, let me know how you're doing. And remember, if you are suffering from binge eating or food addiction, stress eating issues, don't be afraid to connect with others and ask for help. Maybe you need the help of a professional, maybe you don't, but connect with others and ask for help. As I always say, this is a sign of strength, not weakness. To learn more on how to deal with the emotional issues associated with weight loss, food addiction, binge eating, emotional eating, stress eating, remember to subscribe right now and hit that bell notification so you never miss a future video. Also look for a new video next Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have any questions you'd like for me to answer, leave them in the comments section below, and I always do my best to answer them. Also, feel free to share this video with others. The more people I reach, the more people I can help, and I can't do that without your help. So share this video with anybody you know that could benefit from it. Also, take a look at the videos that are going to be appearing on the screen. Each video will help you further in your journey. Again, thanks for watching. I will see you next Monday at 4 p.m. Have an awesome week, and please stay safe.